catch yourself expecting your girlfriend to know exactly what you need? You shouldn't have to say it. If she knows you, what about around the holidays or special occasions? Should she just know what to get you for Christmas or your birthday? Do you get mad at her if she doesn't? Stick around, we're going to talk about it.
Southern lesbian, traveling the globe again, from London to California with a little bit of Carolina.
Hey y'all, welcome back. I am Ashley Heydrich, your Southern lesbian. Happy holidays, happy holidays. Anyway, y'all get the point. I hope y'all are having a good one out there. And today we are talking about expectations. Oof. Yeah, so I'm going to ask y'all again, said a little bit different way. Do you ever get mad at somebody just for not knowing exactly what you need in the moment that you need it? And then not understanding why they don't understand that? Right. So whose problem is that? Do they just not get it? Should you be upset with them? Should they know you better than that? Or should you just not have the expectation? I'm going to go with the latter, and I'll tell you why. Expectations are these sort of like silent agreements that we make with ourselves, right? We haven't made it with our partner necessarily. Now, if you've said these expectations out loud to her, if you've said, hey babe, for Christmas, here are 5 things I would love to have. If you can figure out a way, one of them, if she's asking what to buy for you. But if you're just sitting back and going, well, I've been with the for 5 years, she should know by now. Whatever it is, I'm just saying, they're silent agreements that we make with ourselves. So you're instantly putting a lot of pressure on the relationship without even realizing it. Once again, these ugly patterns arise probably from our childhood, right? When you were younger, yeah, you were in the same household for 18 years, most of us. Well, I wasn't. Almost 18 years, but you know what I mean? It's like your parents kind of getting to know what it is that you want, what it is you need, and you kind of get used to your needs being met. And then you move on into adult life and you instantly think that everybody knows the same and is going to follow suit. And I think that a lot of people, I've seen this in my life with even friends or whatever, a lot of people who are givers expect the people that they're with to just magically follow suit. And it doesn't always work that way. This is why it's so important to energetically find your aligned match, right? Because if you are a giver and you want that same kind of reciprocation and you want people to pay attention to the little clues that you're dropping, you're dropping, then it's important to choose that person who actually behaves that way and does that, because not everybody does. And that's not necessarily a character flaw. Some people just weren't raised to think that their love language should be knowing your every move and thing that you want in the moment you want it. This feeling of thinking that our partner should instantly know everything about us, I don't have to say it, that's not a girlfriend, that's not a partner, that's a psychic. And I know a few psychics, and they still don't always know everything you want and need. But I'm just saying, think about the level of pressure that you're putting on that poor girl. Maybe she's not poor. Maybe she's a pain in the butt and she deserves it. But right now, we're talking about your expectations. The other thing that I want to say that goes hand in hand with this, right, on the flip side is, it's not my responsibility to live up to your expectation of me, period. Right? Or vice versa. Y'all hear my heater? Sorry, it's kind of loud. It talks when it's cold. Yeah, it's not my job to live up to your expectation of me. It is my job to be exactly who I am, and it is your job to then decide if you want to be with exactly who I am, and vice versa, right? Well, it gets hard sometimes, especially early in the relationship. You're in la la land, you're having all the feelings, you've just met somebody, and it's hard to stop that train from just taking off down the track, and you see yourself 5 years later married in a house with them with, 5 dogs and 2 cats and horses and ducks probably, chickens. I don't know you. But I'm just saying, a boat maybe? Yeah, a boat. Anyway, you see yourself down the road with her in your bikinis on an island somewhere, sipping mocktails, because this is what we do here. And it's really hard to rein that in. So when she then says to you on date 8 that she really doesn't like beaches, she really likes snow and snow skiing and cabins, and you're a summer girl, you love hot places. Well, then what do? Huh? Just saying, it is so difficult because we have this idea of who we think our perfect person is, and we try to assign these traits to people rather than waiting for that person who has these traits to show up in our life. Do you see what I've been getting at here all this time? This is why. Rather than have your expectations about changing somebody, kindly say no thank you and let the universe bring in that person who will give you those things, who does match your idea of what you want in life and what energetically aligns with you in life, which is the big point, right? So we've talked about this before too. You can't just be off here dreaming about, well, I want a girlfriend who has $1 million and supports me. Well, Broomhilda, you probably are going to have to meet her here. Because why would she want to support somebody who's here? Or, if you want somebody, like I said, who works out all the time and has a body for days, and you're over here eating Christmas bonbons all season, probably not going to happen. So you got to meet her where you want her to be. And just say no to everything else. Let the universe bring her in. So that's why there again, during the holidays, right now, this week, I want y'all to think, again, talked about this last week, 2025, Year of the Snake. We are at the tail end of it, and it is our last opportunity before heading into new energy next year. Very supportive energy, okay? It's time to let go of some stuff. So what expectations do you have? It could be in a romantic relationship, it could be at work, it could be with someone you work with, or it could be with a friend, but you've got this vision here that maybe you haven't communicated, or maybe they've never communicated to you that they're in alignment with that. Just be mindful of that, because it is the time right to now to shed this behavior. That frees you up, that allows space for what needs to happen to come in, or it allows space for this conversation so that you can be aligned with your partner or your friend or your boss, your coworker, or whoever it is, family member, right? But just once again, as we're about to walk into all these big family spaces and friend spaces, or however you spend your holidays, everybody's burning the candle at both ends. And there's a lot of, everybody's just rushing, trying to get everything done, trying to show up perfectly. Expectations. Just try to, are they your expectations of how the day's going to go, of how somebody's going to behave when you walk in that room? Just keep that in mind. Give people some grace. Maybe it's just something that you're wishing for, but it's not really reality. Today is short and sweet, y'all. It's a simple point. I don't need to beat y'all over the head with it. So I'm going to let you go early because, again, it is the holidays and you got a lot to do, as do I. I'm a busy lesbian. I appreciate y'all for being here so much. Let me know if this resonated with y'all at all. Feel free to drop topic ideas too. If you're like, hey, I want to hear about this. Well, let's talk about it. Maybe, depending. I don't know. Let me know where you are in the world, where you're listening. As I said, I'm in London, for now. I look forward to being in the South for part of the holidays at least. And I'm excited to hear where y'all are going to be. Where are you going to be spending the holidays? Check out TikTok, check out Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already subscribed to these channels and this channel, it helps me out so much if you do, because you get notified when a new episode comes out. So that's great, right? We can continue to chat. I'm sending y'all so much love and wishing you the best holiday season, and I will see you one more time next week for the year 2025. Be mindful. What are we letting go of this week? Bye, y'all. Just a reminder, y'all, I'm not a doctor. Everything I share here is for entertainment and encouragement, not medical advice. The views you hear are mine or my guests, not my sponsors. Any similarity to real people is purely coincidence.